Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, Amanda's Pampered Pets. If you want to see how mobile grooming works, I would say subscribe. Like, comment, share, all the things. I have my friend Annie here. She just got her bath and blow dry, so we'll do her haircut. I know I'm looking over here at myself, not at the camera. I'm such a goob. I'm hoping this angle works. And it looks like she's light enough. She's a Kerry Blue Terrier, so she's a bit silver, a little bit grayer, not quite black. So hopefully you can see things. I still haven't ordered a light, by the way. This week has been crazy, so it's Sunday. I usually have a video recorded already for the week, but this week has been nuts. Crazy busy, getting home late, you know. Her haircut doesn't usually take very long, and she can be challenging. She tends to lose her balance quite often. So that can be a little tough, especially with my elbow acting up and my hand, but we do what we can. Huh. We do what we can. And her mama's been a friend of mine for quite a while. So when a haircut takes longer than I want it to, she understands why. Because I tell her what's happening. Let's get the paw pads clean. Here, can you go over there? Thank you. I gotta shave out your paw pads a little bit, sis. Whoop. She likes to, when I'm working on a foot, she likes to put weight on the opposite side over here and just slide her foot off the table and in the hole. And then she'll fall down. And sometimes she'll fall down and roll over on her back. I'm just going to take the tips off her nails. See if I can Dremel a little. Her nails aren't usually bad. She gets out a lot. And she roughhouses with the German Shepherds out back. And they get taken on walks. Huh. Yeah. Wah, 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 wah. I know. She would rather just sit lick me. She doesn't want to work. She did obedience training, and her mom was going to see if she could do agility training, but she's like ADHD. She does not focus. So I'm just going to Dremel her nails a little bit. Get them a little bit closer to the quick and kind of round them out a little. She likes to jump on people's. So, because it's wintertime-ish, I usually keep her a little bit longer. Why am I looking at myself? I don't know. I want to make sure I look as goofy as I feel. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Anyways, I usually leave her a little bit longer when it's cold out. So we'll go with the 5/8 white comb. I feel like I have a hair in my eye. It's probably just an eyelash. Okay. Her hair is very thick. So even though I like brush and comb her, still takes a little bit of work to get the comb through her hair. Come here. And then I know what you might be thinking. Terry Blues don't have long ears. Well, they opted out of cropping hers. They did dock her tail. But they left her ears natural because she is not going to be entering any beauty contests. Because if she was, she wouldn't have been sold. She comes from a Kerry Blue breeder, so typically the ones that are not quite right for show, they get sold as pets. And since she's usually bumming around the backyard or at play care, they're not overly worried about how she looks. But I am going to try something new with her head, though. I guess there's new Kerry Blue inspiration photos on Instagram, so I kind of looked at a couple. I'm going to take the idea and put a little spin on it. We'll see how she likes it. And check something real quick. Maybe not. Oh, here it goes. I had a client. I texted a client that I'm going to be running a little behind tonight for his toenail trim. So I wanted to see his reply. I know, just a sec. Sometimes she takes offense to me working. Oh yeah, you can see her still. I decided to mount my phone above my door, my slider door in the van, turn it sideways and see if that helps with getting more in the frame. This one though, she could be a little off the wall. And she likes to go from here to there to here to there, and keeping her in one spot to get her in a frame is a little hard, but I think this might work, mostly. I need to buckle down though and look at some vlogging lights. Just that when I get home, especially if it's late, I'm tired, I gotta clean the van, and then I'm pretty much toast. I really wanted a light for, I have a little dog, Bubbles, and she's the kind of difficulty that you might want to see. But she's black, like jet black. And I've tried to film her before, and she just does not show up. And she's little, so I gotta look at some lights. I'll make it happen sooner or later. Annie, what are you doing? She's always like way more focused on everything else but what I need her to be doing. Quick pulse check, hold on. I just feel so out of breath. Like all the time when I'm moving. I'll go to cardiology next month and see what they say. Because when I'm working, like my pulse goes way up, so does my blood pressure, I'm out of breath, like the whole thing. Very odd. I've never had problems like that. I did have some arrhythmia years ago at night. And it was really just like heart palpitation now and then. It'd be at night when I'm trying to sleep. But then it went away. So I was like, alright, well, I'm not going to worry about it. But now I'm having arrhythmia with high pulse and high blood pressure. Well, I'll get that checked out for sure. I don't know if you've noticed, but I really talk to you guys like you're my friend. You're right here with me. You're hanging. We're just talking. I don't have a lot of like grooming related stuff to say, I've noticed. Like, I run out of stuff to say. I'm gonna take a 5/8 comb on her body. That's pretty much it. Sometimes there's like no explanation needed. That's when I talk about other stuff. I hope you don't mind. But if somebody was here with me, they would be hearing all of my stuff. Because really, the dogs are my friends. And then when I'm filming, you're my friend because you're my follower and you obviously like something that I do. So I'll talk to you like you're here. Okay, Annie, can you stand up, please? And then go over there. Thank you. I used to watch another groomer on YouTube all the time. She ran her channel kind of the same way. She would just do stuff and point out what she was using and then just talk. That's probably where I got that idea from. Hold on. Oh, hey, I forgot. A quick shout out to the new subscribers. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm really bad at doing intros. Like, I forget all the time. And sometimes the ending. Because, you know, when I'm done, I don't know what to say. But don't worry, I don't agonize over it. I don't even usually watch my video. I just upload it. I'm one of those that's a little overcritical of herself, so I would probably delete all of them if I had to watch them. I think I have a certain level of perfectionism that would drive me nuts if I dwelled on it. She has dark enough hair that it sticks to everything. I always say black hair sticks to everything. She's not really black, but her hair still tends to stick all over. Hang on, little girl. Get your leg here. What was that? You see what I mean? Luckily, there's a wall over there. I would not want to do her on a table not next to a wall. It would give me a heart attack. Give me a heart attack, girl. And she does that in the tub too. She'll just all of a sudden fall over. And I'm like, you okay? I wonder if she has like an inner ear thing. She doesn't have any infections that I know of, but she's always been that way. As long as I've known her, and she was a puppy when we started this relationship. Actually knew her mom when I worked at a doggy boarding facility and daycare. And I used to take care of her white shepherd, white German. He was a German shepherd, but he was white. His name is Taz. Super cool dude. So I think I might have met her in like 2010. And Annie here, I started grooming when she was a puppy, and I had my old van. But I don't remember if she's 3 or 4 this year. When I first started grooming her, I couldn't blow dry her. She did not handle it very well at all. Now, she does much better now, but she's still a little sloppy, you know? I better move some of this hair off the floor under my feet. Real quick, let me just sweep a little here. My non-slip shoes don't help me if there's dog hair all over the floor. Oh, no. My Kenchii fell on the floor. Hold on. Well, of course the blade would fall under the table. Okay. That was my fault. I put it on the table. I'm at a little bit of a slope, so it rolled right off. That's not it. I have the hardest time putting this thing back together. There it goes. Alright, still works. And I didn't lose any teeth on the blade. Whee! I know, but I gotta shave your butt. Just hold on. Things you can say to a dog while grooming, you can't say to a person. Let me see your butt. Hold still, I gotta shave your butthole. I have a ton of those. I'm in a Facebook group for groomers, and they do that too. They'll put up things that you can say to a dog during a groom that you can't say to anybody. Or regular people. Now the girly part, I disinfected it. I don't know if you heard me spraying it. I just gotta throw that out there. I did disinfect it. Because she did have a dingleberry on her butt. No, just hold on. Come over there. Go over there. Go over there. Turn around. Look at it. You get your belly. I can't see when you're trying to lick my face. Ah! Silly girl. Silly girl. Okay. Here, you can go back that way. She likes to stand with her head toward the front of the van. So I'm just going to take my curves and go around her feet. Get the length cut in around her feet. Then we'll go to the top of the foot and kind of make that look all good. Okay. Excuse me. I better take a sip of water. It's not that late. It's 6:09. That's my water, babe. I gotta stay hydrated, you know. Since I can't drink coffee anymore. I do drink herbal tea, though. but usually only in the morning when I make it in the morning time. I did buy a little kettle. It's a collapsible tea kettle, like a silicone kind of thing for camping. But I have it in the van so I could do tea while I'm out working, but I need sugar. I need to buy packets of sugar. Because I forgot. Because I can't have cane sugar on my crazy diet to avoid my stomach issues. I think it's painfully obvious. I'm not 30 anymore. Shoot, I'm not even 40 anymore. I'm gonna be 42 in May. I have a client in her 60s. She was like, "You're too young to have any health problems." I said, "Tell me about it." Just trying to trim her tail. She's very sensitive about her nub. So I can't usually get the guard comb down there very good for the underside, so I hand scissor it. Trying to get her to straighten her nub. She's definitely a Carrie Blue. What? I'm just turning you a little. Oh, stop it. Do stop it. You hear your brother, don't you? Come here. So now I'm going to take the chunkers. I don't know why I made the face. And go around her feet and just make sure they look good. And I try to make them look natural, like the hair grew that way. Because that's how we were taught back in the day. Hold on. And because of that, I've never been very good at doing like a terrier cut, like a schnauzer with a blunt line on it. I can't. I can't do it. I have to blend it out. Thank you, PetSmart. 22 years ago. I know how to do that, but it's not my forte. And I had a lady a couple years ago with a little schnauzer, and she liked the blunt skirt, the blunt line on the skirt. You know, where there's a line in the middle and the skirt's long. She liked it when they shaved it this way, and I do it this way, so that it blends in, short to long. She liked the blunt. And I told her, I said, I will give it a shot, but I tell you right now, I'm not that good at it. And she stopped taking my calls. Because I told her her breeder was doing her hair. I'm like, if you like the way they do it, you go for it. I said, I will tell you right now, it's not my forte. I'm not good at it. And I think she agreed. which is okay. I'm not sad. I would rather not do a dog that I'm not that, I know my skill isn't that good for. Like an all hand scissored poodle or something. No, thank you. That takes a lot of time. And I was taught to be a speed groomer, not a take all day on a hand scissor groomer. So everything I do because I can do it quickly, more or less. Because I had someone call one time asking if I could do a hand scissor on a poodle, and I said I could, but not very well. And then she thought that I didn't know how to do poodle, and I was like, no. I know how to do poodles quite well, but I use a guard comb. If they're left long, I can hand scissor to make sure it looks even, but I'm not doing a fully hand scissored poodle. Because I'm not that great at that part. And I know the premise, right? You take the comb and you comb and scissor, like you would on a human. But my dexterity with both hands is crap. And I tried it on a top knot one time. Because of the damage to my right hand a few years ago, or my right arm, my right hand does not necessarily listen. And I drop things, and I'm just not coordinated enough anymore on that side. And that's ironically the arm that I'm having issues with my elbow. And my hand, and my wrist. But I will run down the reasons why. Just gonna take a while. But I did get my DNA sequencing back. Ooh. It looks like I might have some autoimmune stuff going on. So I will have to update y'all on that. Soap opera. Hold on, I gotta get this little clump in your pit area. Thank you. Okay, let's turn around. Over there. Over there. That was a tribute to the Golden Girls. It's one of those, if you know, you know. Her hair sticks to my face and gets in my mouth. All of the time. All of the time. Let me see, baby. I could wear a mask, but I won't. I get hypoxic. Meaning, I don't get enough oxygen when I'm wearing a mask. I have asthma and lately short of breath and weird, so I just pick hair out of my nose and my mouth and make a funny face when I do it. And you know what? A few weeks ago I went to the emergency room because my heart was feeling all weird, and they did a chest x-ray. And I was like, okay, here's the moment of truth. Do I have Groomer's lung? No, my lungs are clear. I asked him. I asked the doctor. He's like, what? I said, you know, groomer's long. I cut dog hair all day. He's like, no, you're fine. Your lungs are clear. And I'm like, oh, okay. Hey. I've heard it's a real thing. But you know, that might have just been us old-timey groomers spreading that rumor. I'm not sure. I say old-timey. Usually, if you've been in the grooming business 20 years or more, you consider yourself an old groomer. Since I'm, working on my 22nd year, I consider myself one of the old school groomers. I was taught by older groomers that have been in for 20 plus years, and I used to think, oh man, that's so long. And now that I'm sitting on that side of the fence, I'm like, but is it really? It doesn't feel like that long ago. Some days it feels like longer, but that could be true of any career. It's just like I was a medical assistant for 6 years. I'm like, wow, that was a while. I loved it, but I was faced with an impossible choice. Stay there and not be treated really as well as I should have been by some upper management, or leave. So here I am. My boss is very understanding. Like on Super Bowl Sunday when I got a migraine and I had to go home. My boss was like, you go, girl. Go sit in your chair with the lights off. Put the game on, put the volume on low. My clients are also very understanding when things happen. I'm very transparent, so if I have a problem, I'm going to tell my clients I have a problem. I treat them like family, and they treat me like family. Of course, a lot of them I've known for a long time. Andy, look over here. Can you put your weight over this way a little? So I can get to this side of your foot. Thank you, baby. My little baby. I love you so much. I have another hair. Trying to. There we go. She doesn't often put her feet right where I need them to make sure her leg looks straight. I'm not delusional. I know she's gonna go run in the backyard, mess it up. But I want it to look nice right this minute. She's got some chub rolls on her neck, so I gotta hold her hair up here and stretch her skin out. Annie, look up, baby. Oh my god, look at that face. Look at that face. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mow that down a bit. What do you think? Good? Pretty good. I'm trying to see, what do you see in there? Oh. See, this is why people thought I was a class clown. I was always making fun. Okay. Okay, what am I going to do to your head? It's going to be radical. It's going to be new. Hopefully I don't get in trouble. I won't get in trouble. If they don't like it, I don't have to do it again. Exactly. So I think I'm going to do a 5/8 over most of her face. The Instagram pictures, it's like shaved up here. I don't know if I want to do that because her body is a 5/8. And you want to leave the head a little bit longer or the same length as the body. Otherwise they look like they have a shrunken head. Now, if she tells me I can shave her head, then, you know, that's a different story. But I'm trying to get away with as much as I can without getting parental clearance. But I only do that because I know her. Maybe if it was a newer client, I might not be so liberal with the grooming guidelines. But her and I did discuss it last time, and I said I would do some research. So, because she said the new haircuts that are doing on these Terry Blues looks a lot more manageable. So I decided to take a look. I know, right? Because they're doing a shorter head. But like I said, I don't want to shave her head because then she'll look like she has a shrunken head. So, let's see how much I can get away with here. Which I thought was a good idea because she's always got her head in the grass and the pond, and she's not ladylike in the slightest. Oh, and the other reason is I don't have service out here, so I can't call her and ask. Is it okay if I do this in the food? I always send her a picture when Annie's done, but the service out here is so bad half the time it doesn't get to her till I leave. So what I do is I open my sliding door because the light in here shines in the living room, and they're sitting in there, and the German Shepherds are on the couch in the window, so they will start barking, and then her mom will come out. We have a system. I mean, I could go take her to the door, but they're pretty... The German Shepherds have, you know, the big bark, the loud bark, and they don't necessarily appreciate people loitering on the front stoop. So I just stay away from the door in case. Now, my client's really good about not letting them out. She knows my history with big dogs and getting bitten. She would protect me, but, you know, why risk it? Right? Like, why sound the alarm? You know what I'm saying? Because maybe if I was sitting on the other side of that door, they might behave differently and try to bolt out the door. I don't know. Okay, so the inspiration picture I looked at, they shaved the ears because they're long and natural, but I think I'll just guard comb them a little bit longer than the face. With a 3/4. And then I'll trim them short. We'll see how we like that. And if you don't like it, I don't have to do it again. Just a thought. That's how we tweak our haircuts. You know, we try something. If we don't like it, well, let's try doing it the same way, but change one or two things. You know, that's how I figure out what they like and don't like and want and don't want, you know? But I do know that her ears are very heavy with all this hair. So, gonna lighten the load a little. And, you know, maybe next time she'll like the length shorter, but not this way. You know, this way, not this way. I just thought I'd try it. So now that I took the hair off this way, right, I'm going to go around the ear and lengthen it, shorten the length up. Because, I mean, she still has hair on her ears. They're not shaved bald. Not like the Instagram picture I saw. But something close. And the good part is, it'll always grow back. But I do take my 10 blade on the Kenchii on the inside of her ear leather. Try to clean up her ear opening. Now her vet doesn't want me plucking the ears, which is fine because her ear hair is so greasy. I don't know that I could. Sometimes she'll get a tangle in there and I can get that out, but it's one of those tell me less situations. I have a couple doodles too that they don't want me plucking the ears, and I'm like, tell me less, girl. I don't particularly care for it either. Especially the way my fingers hurt all the time. My hands hurt, you know. So I think I'm gonna follow the natural shape of the ear. not like all the way to the ear leather, but you know, pretty close. Yeah, I gotta shake out your face still. No, hold on. Ew. She likes to sniff the hair that comes out from her ears. Excuse me. You know what I realized earlier today? It's March 1st, and I don't have any St. Patrick's bandanas in here. I have some upstairs in my house, though. In my apartment. Oh my lord. I have her hair underneath. On the inside of my scrub top. No wonder I'm itchy. Oh my Lanta. Oh well. That's what showers are for. Getting rid of the itchy. Oh, that is cute though. Not gonna lie. Annie. So now we just gotta make sure it all makes sense up here. Oh, I am itchy. Let me see. How bad is it? It was halfway up my top. Halfway up my top, no wonder. Yeah, wow. I might be going home in just a sweatshirt. I don't know if I can handle that on the ride home. Could take it off and shake it out. See if the hairs come out. Guess I could have left her a poofier beard. Of course, if I take her head down a little shorter, but see, I don't want her head to look tiny. What? Hey, psst, look at me. Yeah, no, this should be fine. Come summer, I can shape her head though, because her body will be shorter. You know, getting the dogs to look at you is an art form. Isn't it? Yeah. When I first started cutting her hair, she used to try to eat her hair. Right off the table. Any of her hair. It didn't matter where it came from. She just wanted to eat it. And I'm like, no. It's so gross. Don't do it. Psst. Look here. Hey, let me see your face. Trying to get some of this long stuff in front of your lip. Ah, don't do that. Bless you. Does your head feel lighter? It looks lighter. Yeah, I could have left her a poofier beard, but it was getting pretty funky. What was that? Like anytime I make her hold her mouth closed, she's sneezing. Well, the beard would look poofier if I took her head shorter. God bless you. Okay, but you're still cute. See, not exactly like I seen on Instagram, but close. I like to modify. Modify! Modify! Come here. And that was from Cars 2. Come here. Modify. I do like to reference movies and TV quite a lot. Let me see you. Oh, look it. Look how cute she is. Except for, why are the eyelashes on this side? Why does it look weird? It's probably just me. It's probably just me being overcritical. Let's see. Oh, just a sec. Just... Usually I'd pin her ears back to see her chinny chin chin. Let me see. Hey, look at me. Oh, I like it. All right, I'm going to take her pictures and open the door so her mommy can come get her. Thank you for joining me. I will... Well, I have Badger tomorrow. I might have to film him. Not tomorrow, Tuesday. Right? Tuesday. I might do another Badger for you because he likes that. You know. I might get it uploaded before the weekend, but my schedule's pretty tight, so maybe not. I'll do my best to get it uploaded before Sunday. We shall see. Thank you for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, comment, you know, all the stuff. I appreciate all my subscribers because it lets me know I'm not alone. Maybe in my humor. Okay, see you later. Bye.